The opioid epidemic has changed the way law enforcement does their jobs. The drugs considered too dangerous to test in the field are now tested in a lab, and it's causing a lot of backlog at DPS. Ryan Hare has more from the department's top guy.
Good evening, Preston. The tiniest amount of fentanyl can kill a man. Fentanyl, the size of a couple of grains of salt, can cause an overdose. There have been cases of police officers having to be revived after coming in contact with it, which is exactly why law enforcement agencies across the state of Arizona have stopped testing drugs in the field. Colonel Frank Milstead doesn't want his DPS troopers taking any chances with mysterious powders.
We don't want the troopers to get it on them. We don't want a car to drive by and blow something up or the wind to catch up and they accidentally inhale or come in contact with fentanyl.
Most agencies, including DPS, stopped field testing when the DEA and CDC sent out warnings about opioid potency. So most of those departments now send substances they need tested to the DPS labs, and it's created a backlog of about 2,000 cases.
Anything that takes us more than 30 days we call a backlog. Right now we're about 90 days.
To catch up, labs no longer follow the much more involved testing procedures. Instead, they'll use the rapid field test method law enforcement has been using for decades. Only now it's happening in a more controlled environment with all the protections of a state crime lab.
Where we were doing 400 cases in 2 weeks, we're now doing 400 cases in 2 days. So we believe by April 1, we'll be back to a 30-day turnaround.
We'll have to check in with them in April. Colonel Milstead says no complaints have been filed regarding cases being delayed. If the courts need results faster, testing can be expedited. In the newsroom tonight, Ryan Harris, CBS 5.